Hey friend, picture this. The Eiffel Tower, that beautiful icon of Paris, almost wiped off the map forever. Imagine a wrecking ball swinging toward it. People clutched newspapers that screamed it had to go, looking up with real worry in their eyes. It felt like their beloved city was about to lose something special. The tower stood vulnerable in the mist, while demolition plans hovered like a dark cloud. Famous artists marched and signed angry letters, calling it a monstrous eyesore that ruined Paris. Right in the middle of it all was Gustave Eiffel, staring up at his creation with a heavy heart, wondering if his dream would survive. Let's go back to 1886. Paris was preparing to host the World's Fair to celebrate France, and officials wanted something bold and unforgettable. In his workshop, Gustave Eiffel poured his soul into sketches and models. He had built bridges before, but this was something entirely new. His team huddled around the drawing board, eyes lighting up with excitement. When Eiffel won the contract, the room erupted in cheers. This was his chance to leave a mark on the world. On the Champ de Mars, they broke ground. Massive iron beams arrived by horse and cart. Workers lifted them carefully, riveting each piece like a giant puzzle. The four legs rose higher and higher as Eiffel watched every connection with growing pride. Workers even took lunch breaks on the beams, laughing together. Finally, the top section was lifted into place. In 1889, the tower stood tall and ready for the World's Fair, but not everyone was happy. Newspapers exploded with criticism. Artists like Maupassant signed a famous protest letter, calling it a steel nightmare. When Eiffel read it, the words stung, yet his determination never wavered. He believed deeply in his creation. Construction continued despite the protests. Opening day arrived and crowds poured in. Some smiled in wonder at the view, others frowned, but everyone felt something. The city's elite turned up their noses while ordinary people loved it. Fireworks lit the sky as the fair ended, but a sign reminded everyone the tower was only temporary. By 1909, the 20-year lease was ending, and the city council was serious about tearing it down. Late at night in his study, Eiffel refused to give up. He surrounded himself with scientific ideas, searching for a way to save it. He climbed the tower and began installing wireless antennas. This was more than metal. It was about purpose. Captain Gustave Ferrier joined him, and together they tested the new radio station. Signals started traveling across the sky in ways no one had imagined. Military officers arrived, impressed by the clear messages. During tense times leading to war, those radio waves became vital. Morse code tapped urgently from the top, and the tower stood as a silent hero, helping protect and connect France. The council met again, this time with new respect. They saw its real value and voted to keep the tower. Glasses clinked in celebration as Eiffel felt relief wash over him. The lease was renewed and the antennas stayed. The tower that almost disappeared now had a bright future. Tourists returned in droves, climbing and smiling. Souvenir stalls appeared everywhere. Couples fell in love at its base while watching sunsets. It quietly became the most romantic spot in Paris. Artists who once protested now featured it in posters and films. At night, it sparkled with thousands of lights, mesmerizing everyone. Scientists continued their work on its platforms, proving its value went far beyond beauty. Visitors arrived from every country, each one falling for its charm. Massive crowds gathered to celebrate its survival, cheering the tower that refused to be forgotten. An older Gustave Eiffel looked up at his creation with deep satisfaction. His dream had outlived every doubt. Over the years, it only grew more beloved, a living piece of history. Today it stands sparkling in modern Paris, surrounded by happy faces from every corner of the earth. Families and couples gather close, taking photos and feeling that same magic that almost never existed. At sunset, it feels eternal, a quiet reminder of how close we came to losing something so beautiful. People still honor Eiffel's legacy, whispering thanks for the tower he fought to keep. And here it is, standing tall and proud. A true story of survival, ingenuity, and the power of never giving up. What a gift it still is.